So again, just a quick recap that I have come to this screen. How did I come to the screen? Just a quick refresher is that, if you first log into the consolecloud.google.com, so this will come up with just the Google Cloud, and then you click these icons, horizontal icons, and click on view all products, and then you look to integration services and Apigee, wherein you get to the Apigee screen, actually Apigee UI, and then click on the API proxies, and you can create a new one here. So click on create a new one. So I have now pasted all these details from my clipboard, and then click on next, and these are the details available in your lab guide as well as your PowerPoint slides. Okay, and click on next, and only one deployment environment we have got, eval, and click on OK. Click on create, and deploy is optional, but normally it's a good practice to also save it, create it, and deploy it at the same time. Okay, so create, because I have clicked on the deployment option, so it is getting deployed, deploying security lab proxy revision 1 to eval. So it has been deployed successfully, revision 1 to eval, and let's get back to our slideshow. We have now done the step 1. So create and deploy proxy was the last step in this step 1, and then add the verify API key policy. What's this about? Navigate to the develop tab of your new proxy, and then in the proxy endpoints default pre-flow, we select the request path and click the plus step to add a new policy, and select the verify API key policy from the list, and save and deploy the new revision. So we'll do these steps in practice now. We'll switch over to our Google Cloud Console. So this is my security lab proxy. So let us click on to proxy endpoint default, and you collapse this one. You can again expand this. Okay, and this is the request pre-flow. We'll have to add a step verify key policy. Okay, now this is verify API key policy, not verify key, verify API key policy. So I'll click on verify API key. Okay, now I will not put anything in the details, just leave it on the default. There is no condition. Click on add, and later on with code or markup, we will automatically fill these name and display name fields, and click on add, and VA is added. So I will click on this verify API key, and this is the code. Okay, at the moment I will just save and save as a new revision, and then create a revision 2 in the proxy security lab proxy, and then click on deploy. Okay, and click on the environment eval, and then deploy. Confirm. Now this is the default code XML markup for the verify API key, which I need to change. So I've put something on my clipboard from my lab guide, and I'll paste it over here, and then save it, and then deploy. In a second, I will tell you why I have to do it. Okay, so version 1 security lab, that is not this one, verify API key. Okay, so API key reference was changed from the earlier one to request.header X API key. Now I will deploy it, and I will tell you why I had to do that change. Confirm. Okay, let it deploy, and I will tell you. Now earlier it was telling, reference was telling request.queryparam.api key. Okay, this policy tells that Apigee should only look for the key in the URL as a query parameter. However, this is a standard practice, and our curl command will also do it. It is going to send the key in an HTTP header X API key, because the policy isn't configured to check the headers. It would otherwise never find the key and rejects the request if I had to go with the default code. So now I have corrected it, and I will go for the test in the final part. Now, after having deployed it successfully, the part 2, let's see the part 3. All right. So part 3 is to create product, developer, and app. So we'll have to create an API product and then go to distribution API products, create a product name, security lab product, and add the security lab proxy to it, proxy to the product, and then create app. Then again, go to distribution apps, create an app named test app, add the security lab product to the app. So see, first thing I had to produce the product, and then I had to add the proxy to the product, and then create an app, and then add this product to the app. Okay, and after creating the app, now we'll get the consumer key, which we'll have to copy, that we are interested in. All right, so next let's flip over to our Google Cloud Console and do these stuff. And there is another step, that is creating a developer, but I have already created a developer. See, distribution, it has got everything: API products, portals, developers, apps. So the developer is myself. So if you create the developer once, that's the final thing that you need. For all the other proxies, products, and apps, you need the same developer. You can use the same developer if you choose. And I'm only the developer involved in this project, and I'm the owner. So everything is only about my own contact details. Okay, name, email, and username. So let's see the API products. So I opened the product, and at the moment I have got no products. So I'll click on create. So product details. So keep my advice always will be to keep the lab guide in another screen as you work. If you have got two screens, or if you're working on just the laptop with one screen, you can keep it. Actually, you can make way for both the screens, your Apigee Dev course or whatever the project you have created for Console Cloud. You can keep it side by side so that you can just copy and paste, see, and copy and paste from your lab guide. So my product details page is there. Product detail name is security lab product, and I will come back after creating the complete product. Okay. So just to recall, I have given the display name security lab product, and my product name is also security lab product. You can differ, but it is more convenient. So I've kept the display name the same as the actual product name, and there is no description. It is optional. You can put some description if you like. Eval environment, public access, okay, automatically approve access requests. And then what I've done, I have clicked on add an operation. So my operation is API proxy, and I have picked up this security lab proxy out of the proxy in the drop down list. And operation, you can just keep it empty and click on save. Okay, please specify an operation path. So I will give it a front slash. So because this is a wildcard entry, it will allow all of the paths following this. So just kept it a wildcard entry and clicked on save just to keep it simple. Okay. And then click on save again. So you have to click on save twice, once on the operation and another on the product itself. So by doing so, you get this proxy written over there, security lab proxy, path front slash methods all. Okay, so product saved successfully. Now I have to create an app. Okay, so again, coming back to the distribution, this is apps, and create a new app. So I will fill all the details, and then I'll just come back after fully creating the app. So app name, display name, developer, I've picked it up from the developer drop-down list. Only one developer is listed, and callback URL notes. You keep it empty and then click on create. It will create your app. Now the app is created. Now you can see there is a secret key over here. Okay, you can clip it to, you can copy it to clipboard, and you can view the key. and secret will not be required for this lab at least. And if you click on edit, then you can associate the product that we created with this app. Okay, so here you can see approved product. So you can click on add product, select products from the drop down list. Security lab product is the only one. So click on OK, click on add, and click on save. So this is the saved app which has got this security lab product. Status is approved. Now I will actually copy the key to the clipboard, which will be required for the next step of testing it. Now lastly, we will test the proxy. Now we'll call without the API key for the failure test. Okay, so this is the curl command, and when I execute this command, I will expect the result to be 401 unauthorized with a failed to resolve API key message. Now this is the moment of truth. Let's confirm our security is working by making a call without the API key. Okay, so let's do it. I'll show you. I have just given this command. So curl command. Okay, verbose HTTPS. This is my host name, and you don't see anything as a API key. So without the API key, it failed. Now it has given me 401 unauthorized. I can run it again in front of you. So 401 unauthorized. Okay. Now the next one will be with the API key. Test to call with API key, which should be a success, and this will be just slightly modified. Curl it again, verbose. This is the header X API key. Now paste your API key here and Apigee key hostname with this full URL there. It is the same as in the first case, this URL part, and you should get an expected result of 200 OK response. So let's go back to our command prompt and see the result ourselves. So I have executed this command, and you can see here HTTP 1.1 200 OK result. All right, so it's a success, and this confirms our entire security flow is working perfectly. Thanks for watching this.